Yo, what's up everybody? It's Your Name, back with Building, and today we're diving deep into the world of AI. But not just any AI, we're talking about AI that builds, literally. We're on the brink of an infrastructure revolution, people. Think smarter cities, faster construction, and transportation systems that seem straight out of a sci-fi movie. In this video, we're breaking down the good, the bad, and the potentially ugly side of AI in infrastructure. Stay locked in.
Okay, so let's start with the good stuff. Because when it comes to AI in infrastructure, there's a lot to be excited about. Picture this. You've got drones with crazy advanced sensors flying over bridges, inspecting every inch for microscopic cracks or structural weaknesses that the human eye could miss. We're talking about catching potential disasters before they even happen. And it's not just inspection. AI-powered construction equipment is already out there, doing the work of entire crews, and I'm talking about increased speed, precision, and efficiency that you wouldn't believe. Imagine buildings going up in a fraction of the time with less waste and fewer accidents on the job site. That's the power of AI. But it gets even wilder when you think about smart cities. We're talking traffic lights that adapt to real-time conditions, optimizing traffic flow and cutting down on congestion. Imagine a city where you never hit a red light again. AI can make our cities greener, more efficient, and way more livable. AI-powered systems can analyze massive amounts of data from traffic patterns, air quality sensors, and even social media to make cities run smoother and adapt to the needs of the people. This isn't just some futuristic fantasy. It's already happening in cities around the world. We're talking about a future where infrastructure is constantly learning and evolving, becoming more resilient, more sustainable, and more responsive to the needs of the people it serves. It's about using technology to create a better future for everyone. Stick around as we explore the other side of the coin.
All right, so we just talked about the potential of AI to revolutionize infrastructure, but let's be real, no tech is perfect. And when it comes to something as critical as the systems that keep our cities running, even a small glitch can have massive consequences. We're talking about real risks that we need to address head-on. Let's start with the elephant in the room. AI systems can fail. We've already seen examples of AI-driven vehicles malfunctioning, causing accidents. Now, imagine that same technology controlling an entire traffic grid, or worse, a power plant. And remember those AI drones inspecting bridges? Well, they're not foolproof either. There have been cases where these systems have missed critical structural flaws, leading to costly repairs and even putting lives at risk. The truth is, AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. And in the real world, things are messy. But it's not just about technical failures. As we hand over more control to AI, what happens to data privacy? Imagine a city where every traffic camera, every sensor, every smart device is collecting data on your movements, your habits, your life. That data is valuable and it can be used in ways that we may not even be able to imagine yet. And what about cybersecurity? We're talking about connecting critical infrastructure to the internet, making it potentially vulnerable to hackers. Imagine a city's power grid, its transportation system, its entire infrastructure held hostage by ransomware. We need to have serious conversations about the trade-offs, about the potential consequences of relying too heavily on AI. Because the future of our cities, and maybe even our safety, depends on it. So we've talked about the potential benefits and risks of AI in infrastructure, but there's another layer to this conversation that we can't ignore: the ethics. Because when we start talking about machines making decisions that impact people's lives, we're entering into some seriously complex territory. Let's start with the job market. AI and automation have the potential to make industries more efficient, but that efficiency often comes at the cost of human jobs. We're talking about truck drivers, construction workers, even engineers, jobs that could be displaced by algorithms and robots. So how do we prepare for a future where AI changes the very nature of work? How do we ensure that the benefits of this technology are shared by everyone, and not just a select few? And then there's the issue of bias. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on, and if that data reflects existing biases in society, those biases will be baked into the algorithms. Imagine an AI-powered system that decides who gets access to affordable housing, or which neighborhoods get prioritized for infrastructure improvements. If that system is trained on biased data, it could perpetuate and even amplify existing inequalities. And let's not forget about privacy. As our cities become smarter and more connected, the potential for surveillance increases exponentially. We're talking about facial recognition cameras, AI-powered sensors tracking our every move, and algorithms analyzing our data to predict our behavior. In a world where AI is everywhere, what happens to our right to privacy? These are not just hypothetical concerns. These are real ethical dilemmas that we need to address right now before it's too late. We need to make sure that we're steering this technology in a direction that benefits everyone.
We've talked about the potential, the risks, and the ethical dilemmas of AI in infrastructure, but there's one more crucial aspect we need to address: security. Because here's the thing, as we connect our cities, our transportation systems, our power grids to the internet, we're also making them potential targets for cyber attacks. Think about it. An AI-controlled traffic system that gets hacked, causing gridlock across an entire city. Or a power grid that goes down because a malicious actor exploited a vulnerability in the AI software. These aren't just scenes from a Hollywood movie, they're very real threats that cybersecurity experts are warning about right now. The more complex our systems become, the more vulnerable they are to attack. And with AI controlling more and more of our critical infrastructure, the stakes couldn't be higher. We're talking about potential disruptions to essential services, economic damage, even threats to public safety. And the scary part is, the bad guys are constantly evolving, finding new ways to exploit vulnerabilities in our systems. So what can we do about it? Well, first, we need to acknowledge the threat. We need to invest in robust cybersecurity measures, develop strong regulations, and foster collaboration between governments, industry leaders, and cybersecurity experts. We need to be proactive, not reactive, because the future of our cities, our economies, and our way of life could depend on it. We need to start treating cybersecurity as a national security priority.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the amazing potential of AI in infrastructure, but also the very real risks, the ethical dilemmas, and the security threats. So the question is, what do we do about it? How do we ensure that this powerful technology is developed and deployed responsibly? Well, one crucial piece of the puzzle is government regulation. Now, I know, nobody loves more rules and regulations. But in this case, it's absolutely essential. We need clear guidelines, standards, and oversight to ensure that AI in infrastructure is developed and used in a way that benefits everyone. We need regulations that prioritize safety. That means rigorous testing of AI systems before they're deployed in critical infrastructure, as well as ongoing monitoring to identify and address potential problems. We need regulations that protect privacy. That means establishing clear rules about how data can be collected, used, and stored, and giving individuals more control over their own data. And we need regulations that promote fairness and prevent discrimination. That means ensuring that AI systems are designed and trained in a way that doesn't perpetuate existing biases. Now, this isn't about stifling innovation. It's about creating a level playing field, ensuring that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits everyone, not just a select few. Because the truth is, we can't afford to get this wrong.
So, we've talked about the potential, the risks, the ethics, the security, and the need for regulation. It's been a lot. But here's the thing. Despite all the challenges, I'm still optimistic about the future of AI and infrastructure, because I truly believe that this technology has the power to transform our cities, make them more efficient, more sustainable, more livable, and more equitable. Imagine a future where traffic flows seamlessly, where buildings are constructed with minimal waste, where energy grids are optimized for efficiency, and where our cities adapt to our needs in real time. That's the promise of AI in infrastructure. But to get there, we need to be smart. We need to be thoughtful. We need to have those tough conversations about the risks, the ethics, and the trade-offs. We need to demand transparency from the companies developing these technologies and accountability from our leaders. We need to be engaged citizens, asking questions, raising concerns, and demanding a seat at the table as we shape the future of our cities. Because the future of AI and infrastructure isn't something that's going to be decided for us. It's something we need to build together.
So, there you have it. We've explored the exciting and sometimes unsettling world of AI in infrastructure. From self-driving cars to smart cities, from increased efficiency to potential job displacement, this technology is poised to reshape our world in ways we can only begin to imagine. But the big question remains, will it be a revolution or a risk? The answer, my friends, is up to us. It depends on the choices we make today, the conversations we have, and the actions we take. What do you think about the rise of AI in infrastructure? Are you excited about the possibilities or concerned about the potential downsides? Let me know in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going. And hey, if you found this video insightful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our future. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to stay notified because we've got a lot more to unpack.